Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 8th to the 14th of September 2025. So we're coming out of a full moon eclipse at 15 degrees Pisces. So that's where to look in your chart if you'd like to see if you've got any home planets there, any aspects to planets, that's the red and blue lines, or which house it's in. Not all eclipses deliver something personal, so maybe nothing happened, or with Pisces, it's all about rinsing off emotional baggage to get ourselves light and free. So it's always best to just listen and observe, tune in to whatever arises, and have a rinsing and releasing ritual with any water sign moon. But talking of Pisces, we've got Saturn going back into Pisces now, then back into Aries by the 15th of February. So Saturn retrograde taking us back into those Piscean waters to find our core, to find our true tone frequency, to centre and embody in that, and to carry on the releasing of anything that's not us. So this autumn is very much about a last revision because Saturn won't be back in Pisces for another 27 years or so. But we also have Uranus going retrograde, and we'll go back into Taurus in November and back into Gemini by 27th of April. So these two retrogrades working together, we've got chance to do the final tidying up, dot the I's and cross the T's, as Uranus won't be in Taurus again for another 84 years. And we've also got Neptune retrograding back into Pisces to go into Aries 27th of January. So we can see that January, February, April next year, by the time we get to April, all those really significant outer planets are going to be at the first degrees of signs that they intend to stay in. And they're the fire and air signs that we've been talking about. This makes a very cohesive pattern with Pluto, who's already at the beginning degrees of Aquarius. So the big message here is rinse and release. With Saturn we find our core strength and centre, our true tone. With Uranus we find our uniqueness, our individuality. Uranus in Gemini is teaching us to gain higher perspective and the ability, the elasticity to change our mind. But going back into Taurus, that's the final deconditioning of programmed emotions and what we're hanging on to in our physical body, in our heart centre. That's holding us down, that's too dense, that's an earth sign, so it's to do with density and solid matter. So Pisces and Taurus both going to be under the spotlight for the whole of the autumn period, and this has been highlit by the recent full moon to start the process. So where are those points in your chart? Where's 15 degrees Pisces for the moon, and the last few degrees for Neptune and Saturn, and then the last few degrees of Taurus for Uranus? Can you revise, rethink, elevate, gain higher perspective, gain deeper knowledge of your core self, and let anything go that's not of that or that's blocking your vessel? Because by next year we are the clean vessel that can receive the higher frequencies effortlessly, like a fountain, like the Ace of Cups in Tarot if you like. So it's really worth going in and cleaning up the debris, facing it head on without giving it attachment or a name. Just observe anything that comes up, challenge its veracity. Is this me? Is it true? Is it helping? Go to the roots of whatever it is, as sometimes stories can snowball into bigger stories than they actually are. But we go back to the first time that we felt that or experienced that and view that from a different perspective, from a fly on the wall perspective. Have I taken something too personally and too seriously and carried it with me as a personality story that's just gained momentum over my life? So, as we can see, all these undercurrents, nothing too startling, nothing too daily going on in the next couple of weeks. We will head to another eclipse of the second Virgo new moon on the 21st, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But for now, feeling, releasing. Ask to feel your true tone, ask to feel your sovereignty. See if you can feel that unique vibration that you are. When you look at your chart, no one else has that combination of energies, which is why astrology is such a powerful study. The unique blueprint of the energies of the planets interacting at the time of your birth. So if you'd like to know where this is happening for you, or you'd like to study astrology, I am available, zoehind7@gmail.com. I do tarot, astrology, numerology, all holistically intertwined. I've got set course modules, or you can have customised courses, customised sessions covering whatever you want, and all recorded MP3 for you to keep. I can also design custom releasing rituals We can together choose dates of power that they'll be most effective. So that's a really practical way to work with the magic of your chart. Post these videos on YouTube, Zoe Astro, Instagram, Zoe Hines 7, and Facebook, AstroZo. So deeply reflective week. Lots of things over the autumn will be coming up from the distant past for gentle releasing. The way we do that is to hold it but not belong to it, and observe and listen. Go back to the root. Realise what the original lesson was. So wishing you a cleansing, deep week, and I'll see you next week.